All right. Well, let's try this again, huh? Ruggs or Renfro or AB? I would go with AB. Yo, what's up, Alec? Damian Harris or Trey Sermon? I would go with Trey Sermon personally. Diggs, Jefferson, DJ Moore, OBJ, start two, full point PPR. I would go with Diggs and Jefferson. Diggs and Jefferson. Woods or Cooks? I'm going with I'm rolling with Robert Woods again. I'm still rolling with Robert Woods. This is the last chance, though. Last chance. Tannehill or Kyler? Kyler. Davis or Moss? Davis or Moss? Mike Davis. Chuba Hubbard or Deontay? Chuba Hubbard. Sermon, Hines, or Emmanuel Sanders? I would go with Trey Sermon. How do you feel about Gibson? I like Gibson this week. I like him this week. All right, let's try this again. Should I pick up Trey Sermon, Michael Carter, Zach Moss, Nyheim Hines, or Mark Ingram? I have Damian Harris, Tyson Williams, and Jamal Williams. So, yeah, I would personally play Zach Moss over, if you're playing Damian Harris, I would play him over Damian Harris this week. Devontae Smith or Trey Sermon? I would go with Devontae Smith. Carr or Cousins? Cousins for me. Thanks, man. What about Wilson or Cousins? I would go with Russell Wilson. Herbert or Hurts? Herbert. Two quarterback, one flex. We got Lamb, OBJ, AB, A-Rob, Gaskin. Man, two wide receivers, one flex. So Lamb, A-Rob, and then my flex would be OBJ. So Lamb, A-Rob, OBJ for Matthew. Jacoby Myers or Kareem Hunt in the flex. For me, I'm going with Kareem Hunt. Start Thielen, Hubbard, or Cole Beasley at flex. Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Start Saints or Tennessee's defense. I like Saints defense this week. Sutton or Pittman. I would go with Sutton. A full point PPR. Pick one. RB and flex. So we got Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Taylor, A-Rob, Ayuk, or Jacoby Myers. So I would go with Jonathan Taylor, and then it's either between Chuba Hubbard or A-Rob. I would personally go with A-Rob. Darrell Henderson and Trey Sermon. I'm going to go with Darrell Henderson here. Good receiver to get for Debo. Wait, what is that? Good receiver to get for Debo? I mean, it's hard to say, but I would target like a right now. I mean, Zach Moss or not Zach Moss. What's his face? Robert Woods. A lot of people are low on him. Allen Robinson. Moss or Edmonds? Moss or Edmonds? Edmonds for me. 49ers or Bucks defense? I like the Bucks defense. What pick sounds better? Giants plus 10 versus New Orleans or Philly plus 10? I'd say Philly plus 10 personally. Pick two, Sermon, Juju, OBJ, AB. I would go with OBJ and AB. Dak or Hurts, full point PPR. I would go with Dak. Good receiver to sell Debo for. It's really hard to say. Like, I mean, I target like a top 20 wide receiver. What I would do is pair Debo up with someone else and target a guy that's like a top 15 wide receiver. Do I trust the Titans defense to get double-digit points? Do I trust them? I don't trust them. I think it's kind of like Cincinnati where it looked like a good matchup, but I don't think it's going to be a good matchup. I don't think it's going to be good points. Mahomes or startle this week? I mean, I'm going Mahomes unless you have Josh Allen. Josh Allen for me this week is QB1. Tom, Henry, Cook, Henry. Do I trade Henry for a tight end or ride it out? I have Patterson, Elijah Mitchell. I would just ride it out personally. Nick Westbrook or Ruggs. For me, I'm going to go with Westbrook. Superflex, Justin Fields or Matt Ryan. I would go Justin Fields this week. Should I pick up Trey Sermon, Michael Carter, Zach Moss, Nyheim Hines? Not just this week. Oh, not just this week. No, well, yeah, I would pick up Trey Sermon over Mark Ingram personally. I would do that, Bryson. Do you think JT will have a good game and will he get more points than Keenan Allen? I would rather have Keenan Allen over JT. Zeke, Taylor. Hey, whoa. Dude, Hudson, please do not spam chat. Please do not spam chat, guys. Like, over on TikTok, I get it. You got to spam chat because there's so many people. On YouTube, there's not as many people, so please do not spam chat. Zeke, Taylor, or Barkley this week? Zeke. Lockett or Sutton? Lockett. Would you trade Damian Harris, AB, Jacoby Myers, or Keenan Allen? Oh, wait. Damian Harris, AB, Jacoby Myers for Keenan Allen? Yeah, I would do that. Half point, Debo or Miles Sanders? For me, I'm going to go with Debo. Debo. Full point PPR, Michael Carter, Miles Sanders in the flex. I would go with Miles Sanders. Let me see here. Where else are we at here? Hubbard or Edmonds? Chuba Hubbard for me. Well, no, I got that one. I believe I got them all. If you didn't get your question answered, just go ahead, ask it again. Also, do me a big favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you're over on TikTok right now, we're live on YouTube. All you got to do is click my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take you to the YouTube channel. Get your questions answered here. So everyone smash that like button for me and let's get to it. Mike Evans or Brandon Cooks or Tyreek? Tyreek or Mike Evans over Brandon Cooks? I would go Mike Evans. No, I would go with Brandon Cooks and Tyreek this week. Well, I would go with Mike Evans over Brandon Cooks personally. Let's see. All right, questions are flying in, so I'm going to answer as many as I can here. I'm going to start down to the bottom, so if I don't get to yours, just ask it again. But please do not spam chat on YouTube. I will get to your question. Pittman or Patterson at flex? For me, I'm going with Pittman. Wide receiver 2, DJ Moore or Jacoby Myers? DJ Moore or A-Rob, DJ Moore. Now that the quarterback has changed in Chicago, should I flex Debo or Montgomery? For me, I'm going Montgomery. Dalvin Cook or Chris Carson? Cook. Would you do Thielen and Fournette for Chris Carson? Yeah, I would do that trade. Aaron Rodgers or Jalen Hurts? For me, Jalen Hurts. Sermon or Jacobs have I would go with Sermon personally. I would play guys today just in case Josh Jacobs doesn't play tomorrow. They said that they're gonna give him a shot in pregame. So unless you have a better option tomorrow night if he doesn't play, I would just play somebody today. Devontae Smith, Ayuk, or Emmanuel Sanders? I would go with Devontae Smith. Pittman or Patterson at flex? I would go with Pittman. Goddard, Gesicki, or Jared Cook? Gesicki. Nyheim Hines or Zach Moss? Zach Moss. Ayuk or CEH? CEH. Zeke or Fournette? Zeke. Wide receiver 2, DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers, DJ Moore. Is Dalvin Cook going to play? I believe he's going to play today. I think he's expected to play. Do you think Darrell Henderson will do good? I'm a little bit on the fence with Darrell Henderson this week just because what's going to happen with him and Sony Michel. Start 3, bench 1. Terry McLaurin, Brandon Cooks, Mike Williams, DJ Moore. Out of all of them, I'm going to bench Brandon Cooks extras. And if you're over on YouTube right now, do me a favor. There's only 5 likes right now, but there's 40 people in here. Smash that like button for me. Also, if you want to get your questions answered, if I'm struggling to keep up with all the questions right now, which I am because there's a lot of questions, there's super chat available. Also, if you see extras, you see his name right there. His name's in green. He has a little icon. That means he is a part of the fantasy football community here at Aspire Sports. He joins. You can join. There's different tiers, different things that you unlock. But what you do get for everybody that joins, you get priority chat. So I will go to yours right away when I see it. All right, at flex, Swift or A-Rob? Swift. Is it worth starting Antonio Gibson this week? Yes, I believe so. I would start him. Peyton Barber or Josh Jacobs? I mean, as long as Josh Jacobs plays, I would go him. Flex A-Rob, Hunt, or Myers. For me, I would go with Kareem Hunt. Or I would go with Allen Robinson, sorry. Allen Robinson out of flex, the flex. Lamar or Carr? Lamar. Michael or Michelle or Sermon? I would go with Sermon. Keenan Allen or Mike Williams for the rest of the year? I'd probably, if it's full point PPR, I would still go with Keenan Allen. In like standard, I would go with, if it's PPR, I would go with Keenan Allen. Standard, I would go with Mike Williams. Saquon or Chuba Hubbard? Saquon. Tim, Patrick, Waddle, Sermon, Antonio Gibson. So 2 flex, 1 running back. Antonio Gibson, well, I guess out of all of them, who I would sit would be Tim Patrick. D-Hop or Kirk? D-Hop. Should I start Herbert or Lamar? Herbert. Lockett, OBJ, because OBJ is playing Minnesota. I'm going with Lockett personally. I would still go with Lockett. Tannehill or Danny Jones. I would go with Tannehill. Gesicki, Higbee, or Conklin. For me, I have Higbee ranked the highest. Lockett or OBJ. I'm going with Lockett there. Deontay Johnson or D Hop. I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins still. Gesicki, Higbee. No, I got that one. Who has the higher upside? Robert Woods or Corey Davis? I'm still gonna go with Robert Woods. It is close for me though with Corey Davis. It's really close. They're both really close in my rankings. I like Corey Davis a lot this week. Gesicki, Higbee, or Conklin? Gesicki, or no, Higbee. I've answered that question. Clyde or James Robinson? Well, James Robinson already played, but I would have said James Robinson. He's higher in my rankings. Washington or Denver? I would go with Denver. Chris Carson or CD at flex? For me, CD. Marquise Brown or Pascal? Marquise Brown. Lockett or OBJ? I got that one. Should I start Herbert or Lamar? I would go with Herbert. Herbert's a top. No, he's RB or he's quarterback 6. No, I gotta double check that. Hold on, let me double check. I want to say. Let me get this pulled up. Quarterback rankings. Yeah, I would go with Herbert. He's one spot ahead of Lamar. He's one spot ahead of Lamar. Logan Thomas or Jonnu Smith, also Bears or Pat Stee. So I would go with Logan Thomas, and I would go with the Bears defense this week. So Logan Thomas, Bears defense, extras. Kyle or Russ? Kyler. Kareem Hunt or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CEH. Deontay Johnson or OBJ? OBJ for me. Hollywood Brown or Hines? I'm gonna go with Hollywood Brown. Tim Patrick or Robert Woods? Robert Woods. Hunter Renfrow or Pittman? For me, Pittman. Kyler or Carr? Kyler. Start 2, sit 1. Cooper, Samuels or Hopkins? I'm sitting Samuels. Deontay Allen, Hollywood on my bench. Ridley, yes. No, I would keep it as is, Van Thomas. That looks solid. Kyler or Carr? Kyler. Kareem Hunt or Edwards-Helaire? Edwards-Helaire, sorry. Trade Adam Thielen for Cooper Kupp? Yes, I would do that if I'm getting Cooper Kupp, absolutely. Robert Woods or Odell? Odell for me. What's good, brother? Westbrook, Ikene, Patrick, or Samuels? For me, Westbrook this week. Emmanuel Sanders, Devontae Parker, Javonte Williams in flex, full point PPR. I would go with Emmanuel Sanders this week, Jesse. Kittle or Higbee with Kittle's injury? As long as what time are those games? Are we gonna know? I need to pull up the games. What time they are? NFL week 4. If Kittle goes, I'm gonna play him. But if you don't have the luxury, I would just play. No, okay. So you'll know if Kittle's gonna go by that time. So I would go with Kittle as long as he plays. Trade Kupp for Ridley and Gibson. Yeah, I would want Ridley and Gibson side, personally. Herbert or Rodgers? Herbert for me. Hines, Ruggs, Rondell Moore for flex. For me, I'm going to go out of all of them, Hines. Chuba Hubbard, Emmanuel Sanders, David Montgomery, A-Rob, or AB at flex. For me, David Montgomery. Kittle or Higbee? Kittle, as long as he plays. Keenan Allen, Edmonds, and Fournette for Zeke and Ridley? Absolutely, I would do that trade. Juju or Westbrook? For me, I would go with Juju. Pittman, Sanders, or Patrick. I'm going to go with... Is that Emmanuel? I'm going to go with Pittman. Hollywood or Devontae Smith? Hollywood or... Devontae Smith. I would go with Devontae Smith. Amari or Deontay Johnson or Cooks? Amari Cooper. Drop Hines or Shepard for Ayuk? Yeah, I would drop Shepard. Yes, I would drop Shepard and pick up Ayuk. AB, Cordell Patterson, or Rager? AB. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor, smash that like button if you're over on YouTube. Also hit that subscribe button, really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok right now, hit that like button, make sure you follow. Also click on my profile. It'll take you to my page, and in my page, in my description, there's a link tree. The link tree will take you to YouTube, where you have a better chance of getting your questions answered right now, because it's not quite as busy. And also, if you haven't already, hit that join button. Join over on YouTube. You get your questions answered right away, because you got priority chat, all right? There's a lot of people, and especially as this continues to grow, it's just going to be a lot more people. All right, so Al Robinson or Clyde Edwards-Helaire? CEH for me. Lamar or A-Rod? Lamar. Do I start Chuba Hubbard or Gibson today? I would go with Gibson. Sermon or Hunt at flex? Hunt. Chuba Hubbard or Sermon versus Seattle? Elijah Mitchell is out. I'm going Chuba Hubbard. Lamar or A-Rod? Lamar. Do I start OBJ or Juju? OBJ. Do I trust Tyreek this year? Oh my gosh. Tyreek this week. Wow. Yes, you still play him. Lamar or Kirk? Lamar. Galladay or Sutton? Sutton. OBJ or Diggs? I would go with Diggs. And Hurts or Brady? Brady. Buffalo kickers or Raiders kicker? I have Buffalo. I know that I have Tyler Bass as kicker. He's my second kicker overall. So I would go with Tyler Bass. Buffalo's kicker. Zach Moss, RB2 start? I would start Zach Moss today. Yeah, I would go with Zach Moss. Waddle, Woods, or Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard. Ayuk, Hubbard, or Robbie Anderson? Chuba Hubbard. Barkley or Zach Moss? Barkley. Deontay Johnson or Cole Beasley? Deontay Johnson. OBJ or Diggs? And I would go with Diggs and Brady over Hurts. Lamar or Cousins? Lamar. Allen Robinson, Sanders, or Jacoby Myers? Allen Robinson, baby. Edmonds, Hunt, or Odell for flex? Out of all of them, I would go with Odell. Odell. Henderson or Sanders? I would go, if that's Miles Sanders, Miles Sanders. Brady or D-Hop, or no, Barkley or D-Hop. I would go with Barkley. Sit one, OBJ, A-Rob, Jacoby Myers. I would sit Jacoby Myers. Let's see here. Oh, no. It's buffering. Okay, we're good. I thought it went out. Eckler or Najee Harris? For me, I'm still going to go with Najee Harris. Or no, I'm going with Eckler. He's RB4 for me this week. Gaskin, Marquise Brown, or Patterson? I would go with, out of all of them, I have Gaskin ranked the highest. Zeke or Moss? Zeke. D-Hop or Saquon? For me, I would go with Saquon. Christian Kirk, Waddle, or Juju? Juju. Sanders or Melvin Gordon? If that's Miles Sanders, Miles Sanders. Debo or DeAndre Swift? DeAndre Swift, baby. You know I love DeAndre Swift. Give me DeAndre Swift, baby. D-Hop or OBJ? D-Hop still. D-Hop or Saquon? Saquon. Debo Samuels or DeAndre Swift? DeAndre Swift. Crowder or Callaway? Honestly, I'm going to go with Crowder today. I like Crowder today. Kyle Pitts or Logan Thomas? Kyle Pitts or Logan Thomas? Kyle Pitts. I have Kyle Pitts higher. Taylor or Zach Moss? Or no, that's Taylor or Chris Carson. Jonathan Taylor. Lamar or Hurts? Jalen Hurts. A-Rob and Julio for Amari Cooper? Yeah, I would do that trade. Pick two, Jefferson, Godwin, or... Oh, look at that. We got a super chat. And yes, with super chats, I'll answer your questions right away. So we got Keith with the super chat. Appreciate the super chat. Should I start D-Hop this week? I have Jalen Waddle. Yes, start D-Hop. I would still start D-Hop this week. Tannehill or Carr? I would go with Derek Carr this week. Woods or Westbrook? I would go with Woods. Tannehill or Daniel Jones? I'm going to go with Tannehill there still. Anderson or Patrick? I would go with Tim Patrick. Woods or Westbrook? Woods. And yes, if I'm not answering your question, super chats are available. I'll answer your questions right away. And also, if you become a member, it's down. Click the join button. Click join. There's different tiers, different things you unlock, from like player rankings to coming on to live stream to doing videos, all that kind of stuff. So check out down below, join. If you click that button, get to join up. So that's available as well. Zach Moss. And if you're over on TikTok right now, just click my profile. It'll take you to my link tree. My link tree will take you to the YouTube channel where we're live over there. Debo, Tyreek Hill, Keenan Allen, or Chris Godwin? Bench one. Bench one? Ooh, that is tough. I guess Debo, he's the lowest on the list, so I would go with Debo. Woods or Westbrook? Woods for me still. Moss or Sermon? Moss. Woods or Westbrook? I got Woods still. Which three? Anderson, Debo, Justin Jefferson, Amari Cooper, A-Rob. So out of those three, I would go with Justin Jefferson, Amari Cooper, and Allen Robinson out of those three. Should I start Juju, Patrick, or Christian Kirk? For me, Juju. Cooper, Woods, Johnson. Pick one. Cooper. Winston or Teddy? Winston or Teddy? I would go with, for me, that's pretty close. I would go with Jameis Winston this week. I believe he's higher in my rankings. All right. Jared, appreciate the super chat. Start three. We got Allen Robinson, Galladay, Beasley, Marquise Brown. So start three. I would go with Tyreek, A-Rob, and personally, I would go with Galladay. Those would be my three, Jared. Three. Melvin or Nyheim Hines? I would go with Melvin Gordon still. Corey Davis or Trey Sermon? Corey Davis. Melvin or Hines, I would go with Melvin. Corey Davis or CEH, CEH. Pick 2, Jefferson, Godwin, or Evans. Jefferson and Godwin for me. Kirk or Tim Patrick. Kirk or Tim Patrick? I have Christian Kirk higher. Is Dalvin Cook a safe play? I would play him. I mean, is he safe? I don't know about safe, but I would play him regardless. As long as he's playing, fire him up. Stafford or Russ? I have Russ ranked higher. Russ. Corey Davis or CEH? CEH. Tannehill or Fields? For me, Fields. Westbrook, Marshall, or Crowder? I would go with, honestly, Jamison Crowder this week. I like him. Sermon or Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard. Ridley or Diggs? Diggs. Long-term Sermon or Edmonds? Long-term Sermon or Edmonds? Edmonds. For me, Chase Edmonds. AB or Ruggs? AB. Kareem Hunt or Cortland Sutton? Cortland Sutton. Thank you, broski. You're welcome. AB or Ruggs? AB. Start 2. A-Rob, Marquise Brown, Patterson, A-Rob, and I would go with Marquise Brown. OBJ or Mike Williams? Mike Williams. Mike Williams, DJ Moore, Tyler Lockett, start 2. That's Mike Williams and Tyler Lockett. That's rough leaving OBJ or DJ Moore out of there. Cousins or Tannehill? Cousins for me. Pick 2. Oh, we got a super chat. Hey, appreciate you, Keith. Yo, Keith coming in clutch here. $5 super chat. And bro, should I start Kareem Hunt or Jalen Waddle at flex and keep up the great content, dude? I would go with Kareem Hunt personally. Kareem Hunt at the flex. And appreciate you, Keith. Means a lot. And thank you to once again, I didn't say this. I haven't said this really. So thank you to everybody for being a part of the live stream. You know, hanging out, everything. Appreciate every single one of you. It means a lot. Like there was 70-some people in chat. I've never had that before. So do me a big favor, though. Smash that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Trying to answer everybody's questions. Super chats. And if you join the community, you get your questions answered priority right away. And also over on YouTube, just click, or on TikTok, click my profile. It'll take you to a link tree. And the link tree will take you to my YouTube channel. So appreciate everybody being a part of the live stream. Let's get to it. We got an hour and 30 minutes till kickoff, baby. So Najee Harris or Saquon? Najee Harris. Tannehill or Carr? Carr. Pick 2. Hunt, Hollywood, Darrell Henderson. Hunt and Darrell Henderson for me. Logan Thomas or Andrews, PPR. I would go with Mark Andrews. Evans, Woods, Mike Davis. Evans and Mike Davis. Sermon or Patterson? If it's PPR, give me Patterson standard. I'm going to go with Trey Sermon. Evans, Woods. I got that one. Najee or Saquon? Najee. Tom or Kyler? Kyler. Evans, Woods, Mike Davis. Pick 2. I got that one, right? I got Evans and Wood, or Mike Davis. Do you know if Elijah Mitchell is out? I thought he was out. Is it officially? I don't know if he's officially out, but I thought there was a tweet this morning that I thought he said he's out. Lockett or Terry? Lockett. Why would you take Herbert over Rodgers? Because I love that game Monday night. I think it's going to be incredibly high scoring. You have some more pieces coming back for this Pittsburgh's defense. I still like Rodgers, don't get me wrong, but I love Herbert this week. I love Herbert. He's a top 5 quarter. He's a borderline. I think he's quarterback 6 for me this week. Let's see. Tannehill or Daniel Jones? This one's really close. Like they're right next to me in my right next to each other in my rankings. I would go with Tannehill, but it's really close. Tim Patrick, Hunter Renfrow, or Brandon Ayuk as my flex. I would go with Brandon Ayuk. Top 3 kickers. My top 3 kickers this week. Let me see. I know it's, who is it? Justin Tucker, Tyler Bass, Matt Gay are my top 3 kickers this week. He's out. Ryan says he's out. Ryan coming in clutch. Yo, what's up, Rye guy? Odell or Jacoby? Odell. Barber, Mike Davis, Gibson. Pick 2. Mike Davis and Gibson. Chris Carson or Corey Davis? Chris Carson. Woods or Myers? For me, Robert Woods. For running back, Gaskin or Jamal Williams, and wide receiver. So I would go with Gaskin. I would go with Gaskin and wide receiver Corey Davis. Gaskin and Corey Davis. Start or bench Devontae Smith? I mean, it depends on who you have. Devontae Smith is a borderline top 30 wide receiver for me. I believe he's at like 32 right now for me this week. Sermon or Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard. I would still go with Chuba Hubbard. Myers or Woods? Woods. Top 3 kickers. I got my kickers already, but I'll say it again. So my top 3 kickers this week. Justin Tucker, Tyler Bass, Matt Gay. Those are my top 3 kickers. Sup, Rye? Sermon or Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard. Will Jacobs play Monday, you think? To be honest with you, I have no idea. I personally wouldn't play him if you have him. I would go with somebody else that's playing today. Unless you have like Peyton Barber, then you can go with either or. But if you're struggling right now between those two guys, I personally wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play him. Do I start D-Hop or put Cole Beasley? I would go with D-Hop. CEH or Chuba Hubbard? CEH. Sutton, Woods, Devontae Smith, Hollywood. Start 2. Sutton and Woods for me. Woods or Antonio Brown? Woods still. It's really close between those two, though. Renfro or Waddle? I have Renfro higher. Start Deontay or CD? CD. Do I start D-Hop or put Cole Beasley? I would still go D-Hop. Calvin Ridley, Chris Godwin, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. Oh my gosh, only two? Only two of those guys? That is brutal. Calvin Ridley, Keenan Allen, I would go. Why Chuba Hubbard? Well, I mean, we saw it last week. Trey Sermon only touched the ball 12 times to Kyle Juszczyk's 9. He got out-snapped by Kyle Juszczyk last week. Chuba Hubbard definitely looked like he was the guy on Thursday night after he came in when CMC went down. So I expect him to be the guy again. It's a tougher matchup, but I just like Chuba Hubbard over him for those reasons. I just think he's going to be the guy, see more volume. Patterson or Edmonds? Edmonds for me. Fournette or McKissick? Fournette. Ruggs, Rager, or Trey Sermon? I would go Trey Sermon there. Mackay or Tyler Bass? Tyler Bass. I would go with Tyler Bass. Miles Sanders, Jamal Williams, Kareem Hunt. Pick 2. Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt. Start Deontay or CD? CD for me. McLaurin, Debo, Cooper, Mike Williams. So who am I benching? Out of all those guys, I would bench Debo. Diggs or Jefferson? Diggs. Pick 1, Henderson, Hunt, or Chuba Hubbard. Honestly, I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Why Chuba Hubbard over Sermon? Don't think the run. No, so last week we had Trey Sermon. He got out-snapped by Kyle Juszczyk. The touches were 12-9 in favor of Trey Sermon, so it was really close. And Chuba Hubbard, just when he came in on Thursday night, he looked like he's the guy. So I think he's going to see much more volume than Trey Sermon, and that's why I would go with him. Goddard or Knox? I would go with Goddard at tight end. Waddle, Tim Patrick, Devontae Smith, or Hollywood. For me, out of the highest is Devontae Smith. Jamal Williams or Cordell Patterson, RB2. I would go with Javonte Williams, unless it's full point PPR. I would go with Cordell Patterson. And Odell or Devontae Smith, Odell. Colts D or Rams D? Colts defense. Start 3, Terry McLaurin, Chris Godwin, Mike Williams, Robert Woods, Corey Davis, Debo. I would go with Terry McLaurin, Chris Godwin, Mike Williams. Singletary against Houston or Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen, come on. Keenan Allen. TB12 or Lamar? TB12. Hines or Mikael Harmon? Hines. Jacoby Myers or Deontay Johnson? Deontay Johnson. Should I trade Chubb for Eckler and PPR? And should I start Dolphins or Washington? Fins up. I would go Dolphins defense. And should I trade Chubb for Eckler and PPR? Yes, I would want Eckler's side personally. Let's see. Flex Godwin or Galladay or Gainwell? Galladay. Damian Harris or Fournette? Fournette. Jacoby or Beasley? Jacoby. No. Actually, those two guys are probably literally like right next to each other. Let me double check that real quick. I'd imagine they're probably so close in my rankings. Where is Cole Beasley? Cole Beasley is okay. So Jacoby Myers is 2 spots ahead. So I would go with Jacoby Myers. Heineke or Fields or Ryans? Out of all of them, Fields for me. Start 2 and flex. Thielen, Beasley, or Sutton? I would go with start 2. I would go with Thielen and Sutton this week. And if you haven't, do me a big favor, smash that like button. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, think about hitting that subscribe button. If you're over on TikTok right now, things are slowing down a little bit on YouTube, so you can get your questions answered at YouTube. All you got to do is click my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you to my YouTube channel where you can get your questions answered because it's not as busy right now over on TikTok. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Earlier in chat on YouTube, it was up to 70 people. I've never had 70 people in my chat, so honestly, thank you to all of you people hanging out, trusting me with your fantasy football advice. It means a lot. Thank you to everybody. And one last plug. I'll do one last plug here. If you are doing some betting today, down in the description, sign up with BetUS. BetUS, you can put a $50 deposit deposit $50. Get a $125 deposit match bonus. BetUS if you're a new member. So sign up with BetUS today. Warren Sapp is their spokesperson. That's how you know it's legit. All right, let's get to it. Should I trade away Najee Harris or Austin Eckler? They both have... no, I would keep them, Brody. Start Stafford and Jacobs. I traded Stafford and Jacobs and OBJ for Cook and Debo. No, I think that's a solid trade. I like that trade. All right, I'm going to start down at the bottom, work my way up. Kareem Hunt or Fournette? Kareem Hunt. CD, Waddle, Juju, or Beasley. Pick two, CD, and I would go with Corey Davis. CD and Corey Davis. No, that was CD. No, CD and Waddle. Oh, my gosh. I'm getting mixed up here. It's going so fast. CD and Beasley, I would go. Kirk, Renfro, Tim Patrick, or Corey Davis. That one's Corey Davis. Cook is playing. Cook is playing. Thank you, Ryan. Zerloin or Prater. I believe I have Zerloin's higher. Odell or Hubbard. For me, I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Swift is active. Swift is active. Ryan getting the actives and inactives. Mike Davis versus Singletary. Mike Davis for me. Sermon or Jamal Williams? Sermon. Start Fournette or Trey Sermon? Fournette for me. Odell or Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard. Let's see. Carr or Cousins? I would go with Kirk Cousins. Guys, please do not spam YouTube chat. Do not spam YouTube chat. I'm answering your question. I've already answered your question like 5 times, Zach. Sermon or Jamal Williams? Sermon. Odell or Chuba Hubbard? For me, I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Hey, we got a $2 donation. Rocks, Fex Rocks. Emmanuel Sanders, Woods, or Robbie Anderson. Out of all of them, I will go with Robert Woods. And I appreciate the $2 donation. Super Chat is available. Super Chats, you get your questions answered right away. Yo, Dax. Listen, I already answered your question. Please do not spam chat. Sermon or Jamal Williams? Sermon. Kareem Hunt or Mike Davis? Mike Davis for me. Chuba Hubbard or Corey Davis? Chuba Hubbard. JT and Wentz are both active, so both of them are active today. Thank you, Ryan. Cowboys or Panthers defense? For me, I'm going with the Cowboys. Start Sanders or Chuba Hubbard, half-point PPR. I have them literally right next to each other. I'm assuming this is Miles Sanders. I have Miles Sanders just a spot or two higher, so I would go with Miles Sanders, but it's really close. Rodgers or Stafford? Stafford. Why Tyler Bass over Matt Gay? I mean, I just think that there's going to be a lot more scoring for Buffalo. Standard, Chuba Hubbard, Galladay, or Andrews and Flex? Chuba Hubbard, I would go. Jackson. Miles Sanders or OBJ, Robert Woods? I would go with, if it's PPR, I would go with OBJ. Standard, Miles Sanders. Jamal Williams, Antonio Brown, Robbie Anderson, Jacoby Myers. Hey, look at that. We got, I'm not sure what that is. What is that? 99 cents? Is that a donation? Appreciate you, Jimmy. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Thank you. We got Sutton. And Jimmy, did you have a question? Or you just felt like donating? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Sutton or Corey Davis? I would go, personally, I have Sutton higher. I do love Corey Davis this week. Cook or Aaron Jones? I would still go with Dalvin Cook. Sutton or Cooper? Cooper. A-Rob, David Montgomery, Corey Davis, or Odell and Standard. For me, I would go David Montgomery. RB2, Clyde or DeAndre Swift? DeAndre Swift. Cooks or Jones? Cook still. Let's see. Pick 2 RBs. We got pick our 2 RB. That's RB2 or flex? No, just okay. So just 2 of them. CH. So I would go out of those guys, CH and David Montgomery, max. CH and David Montgomery. Trey Sermon or Jonathan Taylor? Jonathan Taylor. You the man. Thanks. You the man. Sutton or Cooper? Cooper. Jonathan, please do not spam chat. Do not spam chat on YouTube. I'll get your question answered. I already answered your question. I said David Montgomery, Jonathan West. Or Jonathan's. Jonathan. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. Butchering it. Colts or Browns defense? For me, the Colts defense. Henderson, Hubbard, Michael Carter, Barkley as RB2. Barkley. Marquise Brown or Emmanuel Sanders? Marquise Brown. Devontae Smith, Antonio Brown, Pittman, or Ayuk? I have AB the highest. Those are all really close, though. AB's the highest. Pick 2, Moss, Jamal Williams, and Gaskin. For me, Zach Moss and Jamal Williams. Pick 2. I already got that one. We got Devontae Smith, Juju, Waddle, or Tim Patrick. Pick 2. Devontae Smith and Juju for me. Jameis or Justin Fields? Justin Fields. I donated and you skipped my question. I didn't see a question. Oh, right there. Sermon, Corey Davis, and Chuba Hubbard. No. I would go with Corey Davis and Chuba Hubbard or Gibson. I would go with Gibson, Jimmy. So Corey Davis and wait. That wasn't Chuba Hubbard. That was Antonio Gibson, right? So Davis and no, I would go with Davis and Gibson. Sorry, Davis and Gibson, Jimmy. That's who I would go. So Davis and Gibson. Kyler or Brady? I would go with Kyler. Herbert or Kirk? Herbert. Ruggs or Renfro? That's pretty close. If it's like full point PPR, I would go with Renfro and like standard Ruggs. Hilaire or Mike Evans at flex? CH. I would go with CH. Drop D-Hop or Lockett? D-Hop. Or I would go with Lockett. And please do not spam chat. Please do not spam chat, but Lockett. Bears defense or Dolphins defense? That's really close for me. I want to say, let me see here. I need to pull up my defensive rankings. Who do I have higher? Bears or Dolphins? I have the Dolphins higher. The Dolphins defense. What does spam chat mean? Like, don't keep asking your question like 20 times in a row. Like, I see you spamming chat, and if you like ask it a bunch of times over and over and over, like in a row, like just copy paste. Like, I'm not gonna, like this one right here, the West guy. I'm not gonna answer your question if you do that. Like, to me, that makes me less likely to answer your question. Just ask your question. If I don't answer it in a minute, ask it again. I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. Thanks. You're welcome. Devontae Smith or Fournette? Fournette. Hunter, DJ Moore. DJ Moore for me. Let's see. We got start one. Robbie Anderson, Jacoby Myers, Jamal Williams, Antonio Brown. For me, Antonio Brown. D-Hop or Jefferson? Jefferson. Christian Kirk, Devontae Smith or Cole Beasley? Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts or Lamar this week? For me, Jalen Hurts. Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers still. Bills or Saints defense? Those are 1 and 2 for me. I do have the Saints defense one spot at number 1 this week, but it's literally a toss-up, 1 and 2. Now think about it, maybe the Bills, but it's so close. Christian Kirk, Devontae Smith or Cole Beasley? Devontae Smith. Sermon or Henderson Jr.? Henderson for me. Odell or Antonio Brown? Odell, 10-4, brother. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thoughts on Dallas defense rest of the season? I think they could finish. I think they're pretty solid. They've looked pretty good this year as long as they don't have any injuries. Yeah, they look solid. Cole Beasley or Jacoby Myers? Cole Beasley or Jacoby Myers? Jacoby Myers I have higher. James Robinson or Hunt? James Robinson already played. He already played, but I would have said James Robinson. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Also, hit subscribe if you're over on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. And one moment. I got to plug my phone in real quick. All right, there we go. Phone's charging. My phone was going to die. So, Josh Jacobs or Mike Davis? Mike Davis. Bills or Saints D? I have the Saints D as number 1 this week, but Bills are number 2. So, pick or poison. I think they're both really good plays this week. Thoughts on Panthers defense for the rest of the season? I like the Panthers defense. Yeah. Thanks, brother. You're welcome. Thoughts on Rashad Bateman? I like Rashad Bateman. I think he's going to come in and produce. It might take him a couple of weeks, but I like him season long. Thanks for answering all my questions. Appreciate the help, and I agree with pretty much every pick except for Brady over Lamar. I understand why you, but with Lamar, dual threat, I don't know who to start. No, I agree with that. It's just, I like the narrative of the revenge game for Brady, and I think that Brady's one of those like super competitive athletes, and that's why he's been great for so long. Where he just like, if you watch the Michael Jordan documentary, the Last Dance, right? Like when Michael Jordan got pissed off and he, like somebody looked at him the wrong way or something, he's like, all right, I took that personally. And I think that Tom Brady really took the New England thing really personally. So I think he's going to go out there and absolutely smash New England. I think that's what is going to happen. Ooh, Eagles are missing 4 or 5. Lyman. He's Land Johnson is a inactive today, Rye? Oh, that's not good for the Eagles offensive line. Michael Ryan. Yo, what's up, Michael Ryan? Full point PPR, Hunt or Emmons? Full point PPR, I'm going with Chase Emmons there. CH or Mari Cooper? Yo, what's up, MP? I'm going with, who do I have higher? This is probably really close. I need to double check this one, MP. Let's see. We got CH and where's Amari Cooper? Yeah, they're literally right next to each other. I have CH higher, so I guess I would go with CH, but they're right next to each other. Al Robinson, CH, or Antonio Brown, CH. Thoughts on Bateman, Rondell Moore, and Elijah Mitchell rest of the season? Sorry for the rest of the season questions. If they no, you're okay. I mean, if I want one of them personally, I'm going to go with Rashad Bateman, just because I think Rashad Bateman's going to come in here and play a decent amount of snaps. I guess Elijah Moore was playing the most snaps, but he just plays on the Jets. But personally, I would go with Rashad Bateman if I had to pick one. Rondell Moore's just not seeing enough snaps right now. That's the problem. Carr or Cam? Cam, he's not playing. Who's Cam? Derek Carr. Sutton or A-Rob? A-Rob. Swift or Gibson? Swift. Chris Carson against the 49ers or Singletary versus Houston? Chris Carson. Sermon, Moss, Patterson, and Taylor. Pick two. Taylor and Zach Moss for me. I got you. I might have to go with Brady then. I like the response. Hey, go with your gut though, Josh. I always tell everybody, go with your gut. Hey, I'm not right all the time. I wish I was. I wish I was right all the time, but it doesn't always happen. Cowboys or Broncos defense? Oh, that's a good one. Who do I have higher? Those are probably two defenses that are really close. Cowboys. Where do I have Cowboys? Oh, I have Cowboys at 8. Broncos are 6 for me. I just think the Broncos have a really good defense in general. So I would go. Does that make you chance Herbert over Hurts? No, I would definitely go Herbert over Hurts personally. I have Herbert over Hurts already, so I would go Herbert. Yes. Cowboys or Broncos? I got that one. Somebody sent me Sammy Watkins for Rondell Moore. Except, yeah, I would like those are kind of like iffy player. I guess I would want Rondell Moore just because I think his ceiling's bigger if he can play more snaps. Brandon Cooks, Hunt, or Hubbard? Brandon Cooks, Hunt, or Hubbard? I will go with Chuba Hubbard this week. Gibson active. He's going to break out today. If you sold him, you'll regret it. No, I think he's going to have a great game today, and then you sell high on him. Thanks for answering all my questions, man. You the go. Hey, no problem. I'm trying to answer as many as I can. Kirk or Russ? Russell Wilson. Chuba Hubbard, Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, or Robert Woods at flex? Wait, what? Oh, okay. So this is super flex. I would go with Kirk Cousins. If that's Kirk Cousins, I would go with Kirk. Kirk or Russ? Russ. Start Saquon, Allen Robinson, or Brandon Ayuk? Saquon for me. Allen Robinson or AB? Allen Robinson. Deontay Johnson or CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb. Nice, dude. Moss or Sermon? Rest of the season? For rest of the season, I'd rather have Moss. I think that once Elijah Mitchell comes back, Trey Sermon's going to take a back seat. Mike Davis or Patterson? Mike Davis for me. Are you confident in OBJ today? Yes, I like OBJ today. DJ Moore or AB at flex? DJ Moore. Pick two. Barkley, Sony Michel, Henderson, or Hubbard. So I would go with Barkley and Chuba Hubbard. I had one too many people on my team. Who do I release? Javonte Williams, Sony Michel, Rondell Moore, Brian Edwards, Robert Tonyan, Zach Moss. If you have a better tight end, then if you're just like he's a backup tight end, I would release Zach Moss. Or I'm not sorry, not Zach Moss. Robert Tonyan. Sorry. Hurts or Cousins? Hurts. Can you give me a reason for starting CH over Cooper? So I'm confident starting him. With CH, me personally, I just like running backs and like. So I'll always kind of take a running back over wide receiver if it's close, just because you have the dual threat aspect of the running back with catching passes. Also, I mean, the Chiefs' offense is amazing, so scoring opportunities for them. And I just like this game for the Chiefs and Eagles. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Mike Williams or Hunt for flex? Mike Williams. Not sure if you answered my question. Do I start Corey Davis or Trey Sermon in my flex? I would go Corey Davis personally. Zach Moss or Emmanuel Sanders? I would go with Zach Moss. Mike Davis or Patterson? Mike Davis. Who do I start at flex? Antonio Brown, Zach Moss. I would go with Antonio Brown if it's PPR. I would never sell Gibson. I know you, MP. You'll never sell Gibson. You're a homer. You love Gibson. No, but Gibson's amazing. I just wish he played third downs and passing down snaps. If he played that, he could honestly be a top 5 running, or not top 5, but a top 10 running back. Chuba Hubbard, Daniel Jones, Christian Kirk. Oh, that was Christian Kirk. Ooh. I'm still gonna go with the quarterback, Daniel Jones. I'm still gonna go with the quarterback at the flex, at super flex. Javonte Williams or Westbrook, and Fields or Tannehill. Javonte Williams and Fields for me. Mike Davis or Patterson, Mike Davis. Just that good of a... No, Antonio Gibson is a great talent. He's a very good talent. He should be playing more. I think next year is going to be the year of Antonio Gibson. Lockett or Amari Cooper? Lockett. Is Lockett active? If so, should I start A-Rob, Odell, or Corey Davis? I believe... No, he's active, I believe. I believe he's active. Ryan, if you're still in chat, can you check that for me? Is he active? Elijah Mitchell, Myles Gaskin, or Damian Harris? I think Elijah Mitchell is officially out this week, so Myles Gaskin for me. Do I accept this trade? I send Rondell Moore, get Sammy Watkins. I'd rather have Rondell Moore personally. When Rashad Bateman comes back, I just think that Sammy Watkins' production is going to go way down. And Rondell Moore, if he plays more snaps, there's just more possibility there for him personally. Pick 2, Chuba Hubbard, Zeke, or Montgomery. Zeke and Montgomery for me. Pick 2, Debo, Sutton, Zach Moss, PPR, Debo, Sutton for me. Flex, Galladay or Curtis Samuel. Galladay. Pick 2, I got that one. Robert Woods or Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Pick 2, Jamal Williams, Patterson, Gibson, Sermon. I would go with Gibson and Patterson. Actually, Gibson... Trey Sermon is higher. So if it's PPR, I would go with Patterson. Patterson over Sermon. But if it's standard Sermon. Kirk or Dak? Dak for me. All right. Caught up on the questions. That was pretty crazy, huh? That was a little crazy. Corey Davis or Marquise Brown? Corey Davis. Dak or Carr? Dak. That was pretty crazy. Saquon or Taylor, I would go with I would go Jonathan Taylor this week. Corey Davis, Mike Davis, Pittman, start 1. Out of all of them, Mike Davis. Lamb or Corey Davis, CeeDee Lamb. Devontae Smith, Josh Jacobs or Juju. Devontae Smith for me. To be honest, I just want J.D. McKissick to either get traded or released. That'd be nice, MP. I only have 1 share of Gibson this year just because, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really like him a whole lot just because of J.D. McKissick. But if at some point they decide to just rely on Antonio Gibson, I definitely think he can be a top 10 guy. But I think next year will be the year. What is J.D. McKissick? Does anybody know what his contract is? I wonder what his contract is. Let me check right now. I want to check it. If he only has 1 year left, the next year is going to be the year of J.D. McKissick. Yeah, so he's going to be a free agent after this year. So Antonio Gibson, season next year officially. I'm calling it, all right? Unless J.D. McKissick gets hurt, then, then I'll take over. Thank you. You're welcome. Would you start Brait with Gronk being out? It depends on your other options, but I do like Cameron Brate more this week. Full point PPR, pick 1. We got Damian Harris, Devin Singletary, Michael Carter. Out of all of them, I'd probably lean Devin Singletary. Actually, let me double check what my rankings are. I actually might go... Where's Devin Singletary? There's Michael Carter. No, Devin Singletary is higher. So I would go with Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary for me. Would you start Gibson, Henderson, or Aaron Jones? For me, Gibson and Aaron Jones. Pick 2. Waddles, Evans, Debo. I would go with Evans and Debo. Lamar or Hurts. Personally, I'm going to go with... let me see. Who do I have higher? I want to say Lamar is probably higher. Yeah, Lamar's higher for me. He's 1 spot higher, so Lamar. Let's see. If I was the Washington team football coach, I would do this. 1 and 2nd down, play Gibson. 3rd down, put Gibson in a wide receiver role and have J.D. McKissick pass block. You could do that. Or just have him go out for a pass. Yeah, I mean, Robbie Anderson or A-Rob or A.B. A.B. Joshua Boyd. A.B. for me. Javonte Williams or Damian Harris. Javonte Williams for me. Goddard or Brady. I would still go Goddard here. I would still go Goddard. MP, you're crazy. You love a Antonio Gibson, huh? I mean I love him too. Don't get me wrong. I had him a lot last year in a lot of my leagues. This year, not so much. How do you stream kickers? I keep taking the L's. So I mean, what I would do is I would just look. So what I would do for kickers is you should have access to this. I mean, just go to like ESPN. Pretty sure it's on ESPN too. Or if you do any kind of like betting, just go to like sportsbook, whatever sportsbook. Okay, you can do it on ESPN. So go to ESPN, go to NFL, click scores, and you're gonna see the over under. All right, over under. So what I would do if you're just streaming kickers is go look at the over under. It's right underneath tickets. So look at the over under and just pick the kicker that's from a high score, like a high over under. So like right now, the Browns Vikings is 51.5. So there's going to be a lot of points scored. There should be a lot of points. So go look to see if the kicker for the Vikings or the Browns is available. And then whatever the line is. So whoever's favored to win, pick the kicker on that side. That's what I would do. Every single week. If you're just streaming kickers, just do that every single week. Go look at the over-under, pick the game that has the highest over-under, higher over-unders, and pick a kicker on the team that's favored to win. That's what I would do every single week. I picked up Curtis Samuel from waivers. That's good. That's good, MP. I would just keep him on your bench for now, see what happens. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson this week. For me, Josh Allen is QB1. QB1. Juju, Devontae Parker, or A.J. Green. Out of all those guys, I would go with Juju. Zach Moss or Juju, Zach Moss for me. Jalen Waddle, Sermon, or Jacoby Myers. I would go with Jacoby Myers. He's going to have a steal since as a wide receiver 3 last year, he averaged 14 points per game, and this year he's going to get more volume. Curtis Samuel, yeah. I think he's a really talented player as well. Robert Woods or Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton for me. OBJ, Emmons, or Clyde. I would go with Clyde. Clyde the Glide, baby. Clyde the Glide. Pick 2. We got Mike Davis, Corey Davis, Trey Sermon, Jamal Williams. I'm going to go with, so pick 2 out of those, Mike Davis and Corey Davis. Out of those 2. Robert Woods or Corey Davis? Robert Woods, but it's close. A-Rob, Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Chuba Hubbard, or Gibson at flex. Only one? I would go with Gibson. Juju or Javonte Williams? Javonte Williams for me. Gaskin or Evans as flex? I would go with Evans. Evans. And if you're over on TikTok, you're the real MVP. I'm just kidding. Everybody's an MVP. Everybody's an MVP in my book. And I appreciate everybody hanging out. Okay? Appreciate everybody hanging out. And you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to take a hit of this golf. I'm going to hit this golf ball real quick, okay? Let's see. Because everybody's really coming into the stream for this. Whoa, look at that. That's going to be a terrible putt there. Brian Edwards or Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney for me. Pittman, Devontae Smith, Antonio Gibson, Brandon Ayuk. I would go with AB and Pittman for me. Or no, AB and Devontae Smith. I'm sorry, Alex. Pittman, AB, or Hollywood. Start 2. I would go with Hollywood and AB. Start Allen Robinson, Melvin Gordon, James Robinson, Cordell Patterson, Allen Robinson, and for me, I would go with Melvin Gordon. Unless it's full point PPR, give me Cordell Patterson. What do you guys think? I'm going to make this, huh? Oh my gosh, look at this putt. This putt is going to be so bad. Hopefully I can really get it close here. It's going to break a lot. Oh. Hey, the line. Oh, so close. I would still go with Devontae Smith. I know that 4 of the 5 guys are out, but I would personally still go with Devontae Smith. But if it's like full point PPR, Waddle's seeing a bunch of volume right now. So if it's full point PPR, I'd probably lean Waddle. But if it's like half or still just like standard scoring, I would go with Devontae Smith. What do you think of my new team? I made a bunch of moves. Hurts, Gibson, Henderson, CEH, Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Darren Waller. That's really good, MP. I like that team a lot. That team's really good. Antonio Brown or Allen Robinson, I would go with Allen Robinson. Zach or Cordell Patterson. Zach Moss or Cordell Patterson. Personally, I would go with Zach Moss. My team used to be Hurts, Gibson, Montgomery, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods, Amari Cooper, Cup, or no, Amari Cooper, Kelsey, and no depth. Yeah, I like your new team. I think your new team's pretty solid. Full, no doubt. Yeah, I would go with Jalen Waddle then. Right now, A-Rob over Patterson? Yes, I would go with A-Rob over Patterson. Should I start A-Rob over Mike Williams or DJ Moore at the flex? Or at flex or no. No, I wouldn't. I would start all those guys over Allen Robinson. Personally. Just picked up Deshaun Watson. Is it a waste of space? Do you think he plays this year? I really don't think he plays this year, to be honest with you. I don't think Deshaun Watson's going to play. That's just my take. I don't think he's going to play this year. If you want to keep him on, if you want to give it a week or two, maybe like Davis Mills gets hurt, maybe he ends up playing, but I don't think he's going to play. Personally. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Appreciate everybody being a part of the live stream. And if you haven't, you know, if you're going to do some betting today, down in the description, there's BetUS. You can click the link, sign up for BetUS, deposit $50. You get a 125% deposit match bonus into your account. Win some bets today, and then, you know, take out your money that you put in and play with the house money. That's what it's all about, okay? That's what it's all about, playing with house money. So BetUS, their spokesperson is Warren Sapp, so you know they're legit. They got a sports book and a casino. It's a nice site. So, BetUS. Is Lockett still questionable? I think he's active. I believe. I don't have all the notifications yet. Dang it. I'm sure somebody knows in chat right now. Somebody in chat, is Tyler Lockett active? I imagine he's active. I don't have my notifications on my phone right now. I have notifications turned off. Let's see. Officially active. Dalvin Cook. Okay, let's see. Well, what time is that? Oh, we probably won't know, huh? Because that game's later. I'm assuming that game's probably later. That's probably why we won't probably know with Tyler Lockett. I'd imagine he's going to play, though. All right, let's see here. Let me get some questions answered. All right. These rookies getting way too many targets just so Waddle. Yeah, I know, right? 12 targets, 12 catches for 58 yards. Yeah, I know, that's rough. Melvin Gordon, Cortland Sutton, Juju, Curtis Samuel, Christian Kirk. Melvin, so I would, out of those guys, I would go with Cortland Sutton. Yeah, just one, Cortland Sutton. If Gibson gets Najee Harris volume, I would be hyped. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. I don't think it's going to happen, though, MP. I think he's uber talented. Like, once again, I think he's uber talented, just isn't seeing that volume. Henderson or Melvin Gordon this week, I would go with Henderson. Dalvin Cook just said in an interview, accept any workload they give him today. Would Chris Carson be a safer bet? I would still go with Dalvin Cook personally. Should I trade A-Rob or Zeke? No, I would keep those guys. Would you rather want Antonio Gibson or Najee on your Steelers? I would go with Najee personally. I would still go with Najee. The problem with the Steelers, their offensive line is just awful. Peyton Barber, Mike Davis, or Javonte Williams. Pick one full point PPR. I would go, out of all of them, I would just play Mike Davis. I would play Mike Davis today. Mike Davis. Give me Mike Davis. Rager or Kenyon Drake? Kenyon Drake. Debo or Woods? Debo. And, all right, let's get it. I'm gonna hit some more golf balls here since the chat isn't as busy anymore. We'll be busy here in a little bit as we get closer to game time. All right. Oh my gosh, it's awful. Oh, ends up being a good hit though. Hey, that's what's up though. All right, here we go. He's gonna putt it in. There we go. Got a birdie, baby, on the 16th hole. I don't know if this is Sunday. I don't think this is Sunday. I think it's the third day, Saturday. It may be Sunday. But I think I changed my... No, third round. Okay. Yeah. My wife left me. I need a big win. Is Dallas -5.5, or should I take Green Bay at -6.5? I'm gonna say Dallas -5.5. Tyler Giggenbach. Imagine Gibson on the Chiefs. Oh, he would crush. Gibson would be so good. Sherman or Chris Carson? I would go with Chris Carson. Ruggs or Robinson? Ruggs or Robinson? Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson. Oh, baby, smashes it right down the fairway. Stop. All right. Henderson Jr. or Fournette at flex. I would go with Henderson still. Breaking: the Lakers just signed Antonio Gibson to to pair him with Russell Westbrook. Oh no. No. What we want is Antonio Gibson, breaking news, to the Baltimore Ravens. Huh? No, I'm just kidding. Because that wouldn't make sense. Because they still have J.K. Dobbins and everything. It would just make sense for this year. With the Chiefs last place, who's winning the AFC West? I still think the Chiefs win it, personally. I still think that they win it. You the best. Keep up the great work. Are you going to go live stream commentary for the Steelers games? Probably not. I can't do that. The Steelers, I'd be too mad, to be honest with you. I'd be too mad with the Steelers. I'm not somebody you really want to watch a Steelers game with. Actually, I don't really say much. I just sit there and like discuss. Sutton or Waddle? I would go with Sutton. Trade Rondell for Mooney and hope his volume stays up and their O-line does better. Trade Rondell for Mooney. Yeah, I would go with Darnell Mooney because he's playing higher snaps. Yeah, I would do that. Josh Jacobs, Drake, or Fournette? I would just go with Fournette personally. Alexander Madison, anytime touchdown score. Ooh, Austin coming in with the touchdown score, huh? The Raiders. They're gonna. I'm sorry, MP, but the Raiders are gonna lose on Monday night. Anytime touchdown score. Why that, Austin? Why anytime touchdown score? JT, Allen Robinson, or Darrell Henderson at flex. One of them, JT. Give me JT, Jacob. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being a part of the stream. Thank you to everybody. Let's get it. We got under an hour until kickoff. Hooper or Jared Cook? I would go with Austin Hooper. Singletary, Gaskin, Perk, or Ayuk have 2 flex. I would go with Gaskin, and the next one is Nahi Hines. So Gaskin and Hines. Edmonds, Sanders, or AB? Edmonds. Wait, you think the Raiders are gonna win Monday night, MP? I don't know, man. I think the Chargers are gonna win. Chuba Hubbard or Mike Williams at flex? Mike Williams. I'm starting Mike Williams until the wheels fall off here. I'm gonna keep going Mike Williams every single week until it finally stops. Start Lockett or Shepard? Sterling Shepard's out? I would go with Lockett. I would have gone Lockett anyways. It's the worst leg in my parlay. What's your full parlay, Austin? Can you believe I don't know how to say his last name. Sold me and only gave me 5 points. Yeah, that was, how far was that for? Wasn't that a close field goal too? And he missed that field goal. I can't remember. Thursday. I remember watching the game, but I can't remember if it was close or not. I feel like it was close, wasn't it? And he missed it. Waller and Jacobson are the owns the Chargers. Well, what if Josh Jacobs doesn't play though? What if Josh Jacobs doesn't play? Then what? I don't know if he's gonna play. You're gonna have Peyton Barber back there. Bet I got Herbert, Eckler, and Mike Williams in that. Oh my gosh. Hey, yeah, keep firing them up every single week. That's why you stack offenses. Because if you think that a couple players on that offense are going to be really good, well, chances are the whole offense is going to be really good. Ravens, Colts, Cowboys, or Saints D. For me, I would go with Saints D. West. Like 40 yards. What's 40 yards? Who? Oh, the field goal. Drake will own them? Yeah, right. I'm going to tell you who's going to own them. It's going to be Herbert's going to own the Raiders. Herbert's going to own the Raiders. Oh my gosh, that broke a lot more than what I thought I was going to. Wow, I thought I was going a little bit too far. That broke a lot. Right in there. Why Fields over Tannehill? Fields, I would go with Fields over Tannehill. I know it was brutal last week, but you have Tannehill right now without 2 starting wide receivers. Fields, there's just more of a rushing upside with Fields, and I think this week they'll have a better game plan. So at least you hope so. So I'm going to go with Fields. Drake is better than Barber, but Gruden loves Barber. He does. Drake isn't that guy. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, my man. You're not that guy. Wait, it's just not that guy, I think. Kareem Hunt, anytime touchdown scorer. Madison, anytime TD. Baker over 9 rushing yards. Chubb over 64 rushing yards. Ooh. So that Madison one is really gonna. What time is that game? Is that at 1? Oh, so you're just basically doing that game. Okay, you're doing a parlay, same game parlay for that one. Well, I guess it won't matter. Yeah, because that game's all of them at the same time. Raiders fan here. I think our luck runs out on Monday Night Football, but chances are the game is insane. I agree. I think the game's going to be. I'm excited for that game. I think that game's going to be really good, personally. Waller can single-handedly own them. That's true. Tyreek looking worse. I sold high. Well, good. Well, I think he's going to be okay. Drake isn't that guy, to be honest. I drafted him in the 9th round last year. Yeah, I mean, Drake hasn't really, like you guys said, for some reason, John Gruden loves Peyton Barber, right? He loves Peyton Barber. Oh my gosh, slice! Oh gosh, that wasn't even a slice. I just swung that way. Wild question here, but Mike Williams, Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin. I would go with Mike Williams and Justin Jefferson. It is close. I do like Terry a lot this week as well. So it's definitely close. But I would go with Mike Williams, Justin Jefferson, personally. Should I start Jacoby Myers or Emmanuel Sanders? I would go with... who do I have higher? I need to check this real quick. I think I have Jacoby Myers higher. It's really close, though. Where is that page? Oh, there it is. There. Wide receiver rankings. Let me double check. Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, I have Jacoby Myers ranked higher. So I would go with Jacoby Myers personally. Do you think the Broncos are going to get exposed today? No, I don't think so. I think the Broncos are actually going to play really well. I think their defense is really legit, in my opinion. I think the defense is really good. If Drake had Cardinals rushing and Raiders passing work, he would be a top 5 running back. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't know about top 5, but he would definitely be like an RB1, possibly. High-end RB2. Any concern with JT? He has knee swelling. I mean, I would play him this week, but I think he should have a good week this week, and then honestly, I would try to sell high. I would try to sell high after the week. Braid or Pitts? For me, Pitts. I would go with Pitts. Should I give up on Allen Robinson? No, I think he's going to have a good week this week. Okay, if he doesn't have a good week this week, then I wouldn't say give up, but if he doesn't have a good week, say Fields goes out there and he doesn't play well today, right? And Allen Robinson has a bad game. Well, Andy Dalton might be back next week. And honestly, it might be better for Andy Dalton to be the quarterback of the team at that point if Justin Fields struggles a lot again today. I don't think he does. But if that's the case, if that happens, then I wouldn't give up on Allen Robinson. Oh my gosh, what a bum. Bogey putt. Freaking bum. But what I would do is hold on to him. I would just hold on to him. Pick 2, Jacoby Myers, Kittle, or Emmanuel Sanders. I would go with Myers and Kittle. Melvin Gordon or Javonte Williams. That's so close. I would go with Melvin Gordon personally. Carr or Prescott. I would go with I have Prescott higher. Trey Sermon or Robert Woods? Robert Woods. What's up, Tyler? Yo, what's up, Ozai? I'm thinking of starting Mitchell over Saquon and Pittman over Allen Robinson. How bad of a mood? I thought Elijah Mitchell was out this week. I think Elijah Mitchell is out, isn't he? Has he been officially ruled out? Yeah, I think Elijah Mitchell is officially out. Oh, no, I don't think he's officially out. Maybe somebody can answer me in chat. Elijah Mitchell out. Will be out. Yeah, he's out today. So hey, that answers your question. Saquon and I would go with Saquon, and I'm still going Allen Robinson, Ozai. Pittman, Corey Davis, or Javonte Williams. I'm going with Corey Davis out of all of them. So Torrin Hubbard or Henderson. I would go with Chuba Hubbard personally. Corey, I would personally go with Chuba Hubbard. I love Henderson, but I just want to see what happens with him and Sony Michel in the backfield together. A-Rod or Matthew Stafford. I would go with, me personally, Matthew Stafford. Chuba Hubbard or Saquon. I'm going to go with Saquon there. Do I start Dalvin Cook? I would start Dalvin Cook, yes. Pick two, Golladay, Sermon, or Westbrook, full point PPR. So I would go with Golladay and Sermon personally. Pittman, Corey Davis, or Javonte Williams, Corey Davis. Let's see, Edmonds or Fournette. I'm going with Edmonds. Agreed. Thanks, man. You're welcome. No problem, Corey. Chase Edmonds, Sermon, or Tim Patrick at full point PPR. I'm going with Chase Edmonds. Jameis Winston or Fields, 2-quarterback league. I would go with Fields. I would go Justin Fields this week. Justin Fields, baby. And let's hope it's better than last week, because last week it was ugly. Should I start Hollywood Brown? It depends, or should I sit Hollywood Brown? It depends on who you're sitting on. Hey, I have a hop off. Hey, I'll see ya. That's funny. Some people, man, that's funny. Kittle versus Seahawks or Logan Thomas versus Falcons. Ooh, what time are those games? Are the Falcons earlier? I think George Kittle plays today. But if you're a little bit nervous, I mean, I do like the matchup for Logan Thomas. So if you want to play safe, go with him, Logan Thomas. I think that's a safer pick. And you won't have the luxury of really knowing if George Kittle's officially out or active. But they said he's going to give it a go, I think. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. Beasley, Zach Moss, Patterson, Ayuk, Javonte Williams, AB. Pick one wide receiver flex. So I would go with, me personally, I would go with AB and Zach Moss today. Xavier. Okay, that answers. At this point, I'm leaning Saquon over playoff Lenny. Yeah, I would still go with Saquon. It's going to be a brutal matchup, but I would still go personally, Ozai. Jeff Renunziata. Yo, what's up, Jeff? How you doing? Ruggs, Hines, or Hollywood Brown? Full point PPR. I'm going to go with Nyheim Hines here. Jeff, appreciate you stopping by, Nuns. Mike Gesicki or Tyler Conklin. Mike Gesicki for me. Taylor, Swift, Chuba Hubbard, Sermon, Edmonds, pick 3. Taylor, Swift, and Edmonds. Or no. Taylor Swift. Okay, I'm going to go Taylor Swift, Chuba. Unless it's full point PPR, then I would go Chase Edmonds. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Yeah, let's get to it. We're nearing like 40 minutes here until kickoff. Robbie or Ruggs? I would go with Ruggs there. I would go with Ruggs. I really don't like Robbie Anderson, to be honest with you. I don't like Robbie Anderson. Ingram or Schultz? Full point PPR, I would go with Schultz. Sermon or Gaskin? I would go with Gaskin. Moss over Patterson and Beasley for my flex. Moss over Patterson. Yes, I would do that, Xavier, personally. Moss looks like he's kind of like the goal line back right now, and this should be a team that scores a lot of points today. A lot of points today. Zach Moss or Chuba Hubbard? I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Think Dalvin gonna cook? I think so, yeah. What happened with Ole Miss, man? Hey, you're the one that said Ole Miss over Alabama. Don't ask me what happened. You ask yourself what happened there. You ask yourself. You're the one that called it, okay? Did it happen? Dude, Alabama is just, They're a broken team every single year. My gosh. They're a cheat code. What do you think about Chubb this week? I like Chubb. I mean, last week, if he would have scored a touchdown, it would have been a better week. But I mean, I think he carried the ball like 22 times or something last week. Burn him up every single week. Hollywood Brown Hines or Ruggs. Nunzi, I would go with personally I would go with Nyheim Hines. Nunzi. Nyheim Hines. Jonathan Taylor, Henderson, Jonathan Taylor. Gaskin or Kenny G, Gaskin. Chuba Hubbard or Corey Davis. For me, Chuba Hubbard. Juju Hollywood or Cooks. Juju Hollywood or Cooks. Cooks for me. All right, let's see. And if you have any other questions, please feel free. Ask your questions. 40 minutes, nearly 40 minutes till kickoff. So let's get the questions answered. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash the like button. Hit subscribe. If you're over on TikTok, hit that follow button. Also on TikTok, we're live over on YouTube right now. Kind of prioritizing YouTube. But once that chat slows down, I hop over to TikTok. But yeah, come on over to YouTube. Just click my profile. It'll take you to the link tree, and then the link tree will take you over to YouTube. So let's get it. Let's keep going. Steelers and ND fan here. My Irish failed me yesterday, hoping for a more complete set from Pittsburgh. Hey, look. Corey, how about that? You know, got the Steelers hat on. Big Steelers fan, but I think they're going to fail us today. The Steelers don't look good. There's nothing to like about Pittsburgh right now. They look awful. Kyler or Jalen Hurts? Kyler. Renfro, Bryan Edwards, or Javonte Williams? For me, I'm going to go with Javonte Williams. Terry or DK? DK. Flex. We got Ayuk or Patterson? I would go with Patterson there. Zach Moss or Cooks for flex? I'm going with Brandon Cooks this week. I would go with Brandon Cooks in PPR, Zach Moss in standard. Murray or Hurts? Murray. Debo or Moss? I would go with Debo. Do you think playing the Panthers D is a bad move versus streaming one off of waivers? Well, who's available on waivers, Jose? Let me know. I know you are. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Steelers fan, okay? But here's the thing about me being a Steelers fan. I also do think that I'm somewhat not of a homer. Okay, I'm realistic when it comes to the Steelers. The wait till the game feels so long. I agree. Sundays feel long. Sundays do feel long. But honestly, this makes it go fast, to be honest with you. When I'm on YouTube and everything, like talking and stuff, it does go by pretty fast. I won't lie. But back in the day, it used to feel so long. I remember in college, like waking up. When I was in college, I moved my TV. I would just lay in bed in the morning, wake up, hungover, you know, lay in bed, put my TV up there, lay in bed, watch it. I used to watch Yahoo, like Brad Evans and Brandon Funston and Andy Behrens. I used to watch those guys live all the time. But that's what I would do in college. Just watch the pregame and everything, but it would take forever. Kareem Hunt, Jamal Williams, or Jacoby Myers? Kareem Hunt. I'll give you my predictions. Let's hear it, MP. Hines, Gaskin, or Harris? For me, I'm going to go with Gaskin. Pat Mahomes or Matthew Stafford? Patty Mahomes. Do you think Bill Belichick will outsmart Brady? No, I don't think so, honestly. I think Brady's going to crush him. So true, my level-headed fan knew the Big Ben era ending would be inevitable. Yes, unfortunately, I don't like. Here's the thing with Big Ben, okay? Don't get me wrong. Big Ben does not look good right now. 100% does not look good, but it's not all on Big Ben. I mean, there's so many issues right now with the team. Like, the offensive line is absolutely horrible. When you can't run the football and don't even really try to run the football, I mean, nothing works for your offense. You had Deontay hurt last week. Juju got hurt. You have TJ Watt, Stephon Tuitt, Tyson Alualu all hurt already. I mean, TJ Watt's playing this week, but like, they've already had so many injuries on the defensive side of the ball, and there's no depth. So it's like, when you miss your key guys and you have no good depth, and literally last week, I think they're starting 2 undrafted free agents. Like, that, you're not going to do anything, okay? You're not going to do anything in the NFL. So It's not all on Big Ben, but he certainly does not look good. And I kind of wish, this is what I wish would have happened. I really wish that Big Ben would have retired. And then I wish they would have just kind of like moved on as an organization from Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin as a coach, but I just think it's kind of like an Andy Reid situation where Andy Reid kind of like overstayed in Philadelphia. And I just think it's time for the whole franchise to just move on and start their next chapter. Let's start the next chapter with a new coach, new quarterback, new everything. Let's just do it. That's what I think. Let's see. Can you give me some more confidence that CEH will do good? I mean, I can't give you a whole lot of confidence. I'm not that confident in CEH, but I just think that he plays on a really good team. Is seeing decent volume right now. I mean, you got to fire him up. Now that Moss or Robert Woods, personally, I would go with Robert Woods there, Kenny. The top defenses are Cowboys, Dolphins, Giants, Lions, Green Bay, or Washington. Personally, I would go with either the Cowboys or Green Bay this week. Chuba Hubbard or Melvin Gordon. Chuba Hubbard. Montgomery or Chuba Hubbard. Montgomery, love your takes, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Corey. Emmanuel Sanders or Corey Davis. Corey Davis for me. Let's move this back over here so I can get caught up. Justin Jefferson, 24 points. DJ Moore, 20 points. Waller, 25. I have quite a few of these guys on my fantasy team, so I hope this happens, MP. Gibson, 30 points. 30 points today? I mean, I will love that. Cooper, 15. Henderson, 18 plus. CEH? What about CEH? What's his prediction? What are you going to do for CEH, MP? Gaskin or Patterson? I'm going Gaskin still. Sutton or Davis? Sutton. Lamar or Kirk? Lamar for me. I'm torn between the two. I have Justin Jefferson and Mark Andrews, so I'm looking for one of the stacks. Personally, I would still go with Lamar. I do like Kirk Cousins this week. I do like Kirk Cousins, but personally, I would go with Lamar. Need two, Corey Davis or Chuba Hubbard. Or no, CEH, Corey Davis or Chuba Hubbard. I would go with CEH and Chuba Hubbard, Reese, personally. Is this a turnaround week for Stephon Diggs? Yes. I think so. I like Diggs this week. CEH or Melvin Gordon? For me, CEH. I'm going to go with CEH. Pitts or Andrews? I would go with Kyle Pitts. Or no, I'm going with Mark Andrews this week. I'm sorry. Zach Moss or Robert Woods? For me, Robert Woods. Bobby Trees, baby. Bobby Trees. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed on YouTube yet. If you're on TikTok, just click my profile. My profile will take you to the link tree. The link tree will take you to my YouTube channel. Come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. I answer all the questions over there. But I do appreciate everybody. And also, if you love what I do, it would mean a lot to me. It would support me and help doing the thing that I love is just talking to you guys and helping you guys with your fantasy football stuff. But if you love what I do, consider joining the Aspire Sports, becoming a member. Down in the description, there's a little join button. You just click join. There's different tiers. You sign up, you unlock different things. And the biggest thing is earlier in chat, I had over 70 people and questions were flying. And if you ask a question in chat, you have a little, you have like a green name and then a little icon next to your name. You get priority chat. So I'll always go to your question first, answer your question before I go to other people. So think about considering up. Also, if you're doing some betting today, down in the description, Bet US, you sign up, you get sign up for $50. You get 125% deposit match bonus. Bet US. Warren Sapp is their spokesperson, so they have a casino and a sports book. Consider using BetUS. Let's get it. CEH or Kareem Hunt? CEH. CEH will have either 1 to 7 points or 18 plus. There's no mid ground. CEH or Nick Chubb? Nick Chubb. Damn, a 53 to 0 like ratio. That's what them kids really call a ratio. You know what I'm saying? Ratio. I'm tempted to pick up Green Bay because they're playing against your Steelers, but I'll roll with my Cowboys. Hey, Green Bay might beat up the Steelers pretty good, honestly. Where do I have them ranked? I have them ranked pretty high. I think it's like, honestly, third maybe, defensively. Hey, I watch my Steelers every single game, and my gosh, they look terrible. They look terrible. I have the Packers as fourth on my fourth defense. Sutton or Ayuk? For me, Sutton. I will go with Sutton. Yo, what's up, Megan? Hi, Tyler. Back home in PA, but heading back to Nova. Hey, back. Oh, so you're from PA? I didn't know that. I'm from the. Should I say this live? I'm from like the northern PA side by the lake. Let's go with that. Lamar Jackson or Sam Darnold? Lamar Jackson. We'll have a safe, whether you fly or drive, trip back home, Megan. Hopefully, are you going during the games? You got to turn on got to be able to listen to your fantasy team, you know? Mike Davis or Melvin Gordon? Mike Davis for me. Swift or Sermon today? Swift by a mile. Give me DeAndre Swift every single week. You guys already know I love DeAndre Swift. PA's the best. It's the best, sure. I've never known anything else, so it's hard for me to say the best. But I mean, I do love where I live. A nice little place. Got my friends, you know. Plus, I do love PA because, like, in PA, you get like all the weathers, so it's great. Like, honestly, if you're from Florida, California, or Texas or somewhere where it's hot, I don't know how you stand. I mean, obviously, you probably have central air, but I cannot stand when it's like 90 degrees and muggy outside. Ugh. But you also, when you're from PA, you get, 15 degrees and you get mountains of snow. I think, so I'm from Erie, PA, and it was quite a few years ago. Buffalo broke the record. Buffalo in like a crazy, we were supposed to get the snowstorm that Buffalo got that year. But it ended up blowing right over us, and Buffalo got hit with like 5 feet of snow. But then like, a couple years later, we almost broke Buffalo's record for the most snow in like a season or whatever, a year. And that year we had like, it was like 3 days where literally like 5 feet of snow dropped, and you would go out in the street and like honestly, like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, my green screen's probably like 8 feet tall. Like, literally, like, when the day, like, after the first 2 days, people are snow blowing, and you would go out on the street and like, you're walking through tunnels, like on the sidewalk. It was absolutely nuts. It was nuts. Hawkinson or Jared Cook? For me, I would go with Hawkinson. Zach Moss or Myles Gaskin? Miles Davis or Mike Davis. Jeez, Mike Davis. Would you even consider playing Will Fuller? It depends on your other options. Like, who else are you playing? It depends on who you have. Would you have Green Bay over Colts this week? Yes, I do. I have Green Bay over the Colts. Making it fun with Eli. Yo, what's up, Eli? Montgomery or Elliott? For me, Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, I missed that one, I think. No, okay. Pick two: Mike Davis, Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, Ayuk, Tim Patrick, PPR. I would go with Mike Davis, and then I would go with Javonte Williams. Edward. I'm big on Sutton this week with no Judy, but I need another good week from Ayuk to justify starting him. Yeah, I wouldn't start Ayuk yet. I would keep playing. I would fire up Sutton again. Zach Moss or Mike Davis? Mike Davis for me. Myers or Emmanuel Sanders? I would go to Myers here. And Cali here. Definitely not humid here. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean Cali, okay? I meant more like Florida. I went to Florida a bunch of times. My gosh. Is it humid down there in the summertime? In the summertime. What's the I've never been to Cali. What's the temperature like in Cali? I've never been to Cali. In PA, it gets like really humid. At least where I'm from. It gets really humid like in your like July, end of July, early August. It's like unbearable outside. Oh my gosh. You melt. It's only like 90 degrees. I'm sure other places is like 100 something. But here it's like 90. It's awful. At flex, Debo, Evans, or Jacoby? Debo, Evans, or I would go with Debo. Debo, Michael. Yeah, I'm from Delaware County and PA. I'm gonna be driving home during the game. Feel like after last week, it's probably better to not watch. Gotcha. Just pulled over to say hi. Hey, well, appreciate you, Megan. Look at that. There's a real MVP. I mean, everybody's MVPs in chat. But Megan pulls over to say hi. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Hello to you and have a safe trip back home. A lot of people say my name wrong, but you said it right. Really? They making it fun with Eli? What do they say wrong about that? That seems pretty easy, unless it's like something else. But appreciate everybody. Keenan Allen or Terry McLaurin? I would go with Keenan Allen. It is pretty close between those two. Where do I have Terry McLaurin ranked this week? He's probably right next to Keenan Allen, honestly. Yep, look at that. I knew it. Keenan Allen 11, Terry McLaurin 12 this week. Do you watch Penguins NHL? So I am a Steelers fan. But I'm not a Penguins fan. I like the Philadelphia Flyers, baby. But honestly, I don't watch hockey as much. I used to watch it a lot back in college, but I haven't watched it that much anymore. I don't watch it that much anymore. I do like hockey though. I think hockey's really good. Playoff hockey is one of my favorite sports to watch. Playoff hockey's great. Galladay, Chuba Hubbard, A-Rob, OBJ. For me, I would go with Chuba Hubbard and A-Rob. High of 90 in Cali today for fall, 70 this week though. So it's not humid. So is it 90 seems pretty hot though. Is that I don't know. 70s are nice. That's what it's basically been here. It's been like 70s, even in the 60s. It gets pretty chilly at night, down to like the 50s, 40s, which is nice. I love it. I love fall season is the best. Fall is definitely the best. You get football, and pretty soon you're going to get basketball, hockey. You'll still have baseball. Like literally everything is always on. All your sports are on. The temperature changes. The leaves change in Pennsylvania. It looks pretty outside, you know. It looks great. Let's see. We got Megan. Have Stafford, A-Rob, Godwin, Eckler, Chubb, Bills. Okay, so Stafford, A-Rob, Godwin, Eckler, Chubb, Bills, D, IU, Kittle, and McManus. How does that sound? Oh, dropped Lance and picked up Tua. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. I think your starting lineup looks really good, Megan. A-Rob or Allen Robinson or Deontay Johnson. For me, I would go with Allen Robinson. Would you start Chubb and Hunt? Zeke is my RB1. Well, like Chubb and Hunt, like one of them at flex. I would go with Zeke and Chubb would be my first two. Is who I would go. Go Steelers, go Pens, go Pirates, go Knicks. I go Steelers, go Flyers, go Sixers. And then what was the other one? Oh, I'm a Yankees fan. I don't really watch baseball either. I watch basketball, but not baseball. So Yankees, I guess I would say. I'm not even like a huge fan though. My grandpa likes the Yankees, so I've always just kind of followed what he likes. Well, in terms of baseball, I guess. Panthers defense or Colts defense. Panthers haven't had any good offenses to go against Dallas. Personally, I would go with the Colts defense this week, Roman. Do you have money on the games today? I bet you're nervous. I bet you were nervous Thursday. Oh, because why? Because of no, because of who? No, well, my favorite bets on honestly, I don't have any bets. I don't really like betting. Number one, I don't like betting a whole lot, but I like doing the one games, like single games, like Monday, because for me, like betting just adds more to the games. But like I have all my fantasy players playing today, like that's good enough for me. I do some DFS and kind of stuff, but I don't really do like any type of parlays or single game betting for like the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games. Now for the tonight's game, I'll have some. And really, I must say, I'm not gonna lie to you. Me personally, I've been doing pretty good betting this season. So like I loved Aaron Jones and DeAndre Swift. When was that? A couple Sunday nights ago to go over the receiving. Last week I said Tyler Boyd and Jamar Chase were my two favorite to go over for their receiving. They both went over. So I've been doing actually pretty good on betting. But I usually just bet the single game personally. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Yo, what's up, Yuki? How you doing? Do you think Tyler Lockett will be playing tonight? If so, Tyler Lockett or CeeDee Lamb? I would go with CeeDee Lamb personally. I do think that Tyler Lockett's going to play, but I would go with CeeDee Lamb personally. Bro, two flex, need one. Michael Carter or Westbrook. So I would honestly go with Westbrook personally. It is pretty close though. Titans defense or Bucks D? Michael, I would go with the Bucks D. Pick one. We got Woods, Sutton, Zach Moss, Cordell Patterson, Cole Beasley. I would go with Woods and Sutton personally. Feels like a dope. I feel like it'd be dope if this channel gave basketball. We do give basketball advice. We have somebody who will be doing the fantasy basketball this upcoming season. So we will be doing fantasy basketball, yes. And he usually goes live. He'll go live during basketball. Pick one, full point PPR, and Yuki, appreciate you coming and chatting, hanging out. Pick one, full point PPR. Woods, Sutton, Zach Moss, Cordell Patterson. Oh, I got that one. I bet $150 the Lions win. I feel pretty confident. Ooh, $150 that the Lions win today, huh? Oh, ballsy. Hey, I hope they win just for you, okay? Florida Gator. I hope they win. Full point PPR, Sammy Watkins, Corey Davis, Damian Harris. I'm going with Corey Davis. And if you haven't already, make sure you do me a big favor. Smash that like button. Really appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you're over on TikTok, hit the follow button. Come over to YouTube or live. All you got to do is just click my profile, go to the link tree, and the link tree will be my YouTube channel. DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers, DJ Moore, Flex One, Jamal Williams or Rondell Moore. I'm going with Williams there. Deshaun Jackson or Jefferson? I would go Jefferson. Thank you, Tyler. You're welcome, Yuki. No problem. TJ Hawkinson or Conklin? I would go TJ Hawkinson. Full point PPR, Sammy Watkins, Corey Davis, Damian Harris, Corey Davis. Pick two, Tyler Lockett, A-Rob, Cooks, Pittman. I'm going with Lockett and A-Rob. Thanks, man. Hey, you're welcome. Come on, let's win let's win the $150 today. Let's get it. What do you win if you get $150? What is the what's your juice on it? I wonder what it is. You bet the money line, so I feel like they're probably underdogs, aren't they? I'd imagine that they are. Full point PPR, Sanders or Ruggs? Sanders or Ruggs? Sanders or Ruggs? Is that Emmanuel Sanders? If it's Emmanuel Sanders, I would go with Emmanuel Sanders. I guess regardless of the Ruggs, I would go with Ruggs. Corey Davis, Nick Westbrook, PPR. Corey Davis for me. Full point PPR. I would go with Corey Davis personally. I'm 45-5 on my record predictions this season. Ooh, Florida Gator, you need to get yourself a channel then. You need to share your knowledge. What is your upset today? My upset, well, Chicago is favored, so I'm going to say go Lions, huh? Go Lions today, baby. Go Lions. Other than the Lions, though, my upset would be obviously the Steelers over the Packers. Go Steelers. No, but honestly, if I had to pick an upset, I really don't like a whole lot of the games today. Like that's also kind of why I don't like to bet. Especially today, I don't really like the games. I feel like a lot of them are just so close. There's none that I really like. The one that I will go with, I guess, it's not even an upset though. Okay, if I had to make one bold prediction, one upset that I will say is I feel like is pretty bold. I'll say the New York Jets get their first win today. New York Jets get their first win today. New York Jets. Let's get it. There's my bold one. I mean, I don't feel great about it, but hey, I feel like the Jets have been dealt a really terrible hand with who they started the season with so far. You get Carolina, get New England, and then you get Denver. Now you get a Titans defense that has been flat out awful. Missing 2 wide receivers. Let's go Jets. Chase Edmonds, Mike Evans, or Jacoby Myers. Who's your upset today, Ozai? Chase Edmonds, Mike Evans, or Jacoby Myers. I would go with Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds for me, Ethan. Dallas or the Bears. I would go with Dallas personally. Week 1 was my best week so far because I took a lot of the underdogs, and that's what I do. I pick underdogs that I feel confident in. So you feel confident in the Lions today? I mean, Lions have actually looked, at times, they've looked pretty decent. So, and the Bears haven't been that good, to be honest. They haven't really looked that good, so that's not bad, honestly. Bucks or Colts defense? For me, Bucks defense. Panthers defense or Colts defense this week? Panthers have been good. Personally, I would go with the Colts personally. Dang, my headset. Lockett or Thielen? Give me Lockett. Sermon or Hines? Hines. Mike Williams or CeeDee Lamb? Mike Williams, I believe. Actually, let me double check. They're probably right next to each other. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb is 8, Mike Williams is 9. So really close. Can I just give you a quick reason on why Emmons, if you don't think if you don't no. I'll do it. So my reasoning is that so right now you have the Rams projected to win this game. Right now they're 4-point favorites in this game. So they're gonna currently favored to win this game. So I think that the Cardinals are gonna have to run or throw the ball a little bit, and he's definitely their passing down back. James Conner, yeah, he had a good week last week and he scored 2 touchdowns, but I just think that me personally, they're going to have to throw the ball a decent amount, so he'll be heavily involved in the passing game. He'll get some rushing attempts, and hopefully this week he scores a touchdown. But that's why I would go with Chase Edmonds. I like Mike Williams. It's really close between those two for me, Mike Williams and Chase Edmonds, but personally I would just go with Chase Edmonds. Mike Williams or CeeDee Lamb? I have CeeDee 1 spot higher than Mike Williams. It's incredibly close. Well, Justin Fields playing today? Yes, I'm confident in the Lions. Yeah, Justin Fields hasn't looked that great, to be honest. Original Star Wars, prequel, or sequel? Original Star Wars, by far. I will say, okay, out of all the Star Wars, the newer ones, honestly, my favorite one out of all the newer ones, rather than their prequels, has been Rogue One. I loved Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was really good. And it was, a lot of people were like, oh, why did we need that movie? I mean, I thought it was phenomenal. Like the battle scene at the end, like it was nearly half the movie was just a battle. And it was like such a good battle. It wasn't just like things flying all over the place. Like the last Hobbit movie was absolutely awful, I thought, because the battle scene was absolutely terrible. But I loved Rogue One personally. What would you say, Woos? Colts, Cowboys, or Titans defense? Colts, Cowboys. I believe I have the Cowboys ranked the highest. West. Allen Robinson or Deontay Johnson? Or no, Allen Robinson or Devontae Smith, and why? Neither have done much this season. Also feels to start. So I like Allen Robinson. I think this is a good bounce back spot for him. You have a bunch of corners already missing for Detroit. And Allen Robinson is just too good. I think that the Bears play much better today. That was a brutal game last week, but I mean, Cleveland has one of the better defensive fronts in all of football. So I would say the Dolphins beating the Colts is my upset. Miami seemed to have found their groove last game and is getting the hot streak. Hey, it could happen. Could happen. That game I would just stay away from, too. I don't like that game. Full point PPR. Ayuk, Galladay, in terms of like betting. Ayuk, Galladay, Smith, Jacoby Myers. Also, should I start Gesicki over Tunyon? So I would go with Gesicki and start 3. So I would go with Galladay, Devontae Smith, and Myers this week, personally. Let's see. Cooks, Ayuk, Callaway, Tim Patrick, or Rondell Moore, or Damian Harris at flex. I would go with Cooks. Original, yes. I agree with you, Waz. 100%. Elijah Mitchell or Hunter Renfrow on my flex. Well, this is easy because I'm pretty sure Elijah Mitchell's out, so Hunter Renfrow. I'm starting Davis over Woods. Man, I have a feeling Corey goes off. Hey, go with it. Go with it, Uzi. Go with your gut, baby. Always go with your gut. Always go with your gut. All right, so we're close to kickoff here. So if you have any last-minute questions, let's get it. Lockett or Thielen? I would go with Lockett. Lockett? Yeah, Lockett. I would go with Lockett. Let's see. Should I start Derek Carr? It depends on who else you have. Washington or Cowboys defense? For me, Cowboys defense. Sutton, Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders. Sutton for me. I would go with Sutton. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor, smash that like button. Also, if you're going to be doing some gambling, down in the description, BetUS. Sign up with BetUS. Deposit $50. You get 125% deposit match bonus. BetUS, down in the description, have a sports book and a casino. Warren Sapp is their spokesperson, so you know it's legit, right? You know it's legit. Start Elliott or Hubbard? Elliott. I've won $180 week 2 because I picked the Ravens over the Chiefs. Hey, look at you. Go. Ooh. Florida Gator. He's the man. when it comes to betting. If you guys have some betting questions, he knows what he's doing. Deontay Johnson, Allen Robinson, or Kareem Hunt. I would go with Allen Robinson. Deontay Johnson, Emmanuel Sanders, or Jacoby Myers. Deontay Johnson for me. Let's see. Who do I start at tight end? Dalton Schultz, Tyler Conklin, Robert Tonyan, Jonnu. Really, those are a bunch of group of guys that are like literally right next to each other. I believe I have Dalton Schultz. No, actually, I think I have Tyler Conklin the highest. Let me double check my tight end rankings. Let me check. Tight end rankings right here. Who do I have? I have no, I have Robert Tonyan the highest. So Robert Tonyan. 2 for flex. Hunt, Smith, Moore, Galladay, Mike Davis. I would go Galladay and Mike Davis for me. No, I would go, I'm sorry, Hunt and Mike Davis. Hunt and Mike Davis. Barkley or Lamb? Lamb. Thanks, bro, for the help. You're welcome. No problem. I'm going to go with Cooper since I had seen more from CH, and Cooper hasn't played good the last 2 games, so I'm expecting a comeback game. Hey, do it, MP. Go with your gut. Derek Carr or Kirk Cousins? I would go with Kirk Cousins, personally. I would go with Kirk Cousins. On the TikTok stream went out. Need to pull this back up. All right, pulling it back up. All right, so nearly 10 minutes. Let's get it. Nearly 10 minutes left. Nearly 10 minutes. Get your lineup set. Lineup set. Get ready for some football. Who's ready for some football? Hey, in chat, what's your favorite? What's your favorite football snack? Let's hear it. What's your favorite football snack? If you had to pick something that you could eat during football, what would it be? These last 10 minutes feel so long. You're welcome, Matt. No problem. Good luck today. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Appreciate every single one of you. Pick 2, Robert Woods, Sermon, or Odell. Woods and Odell. Woods and Odell for me. Alex. Do I drop Tyson Williams for Christian Kirk? Uzi, are you a Ravens fan? Are you a Ravens fan, Uzi? I would keep Tyson Williams. I would, personally. Does Vegas expect a higher scoring game from Colts, Miami, or Chicago Lions? Honestly, it's probably close. Let me check. Who is the higher scoring game right now? Miami? Who is it? Miami or the Bears? Miami's 1 point over Ozai. Miami right now is 42.5, while the Bears, I mean, it depends on the site you're looking at, but 42.5, and the Bears one's 41.5. OBJ or Beasley? OBJ. Cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. Ooh, Mexican bowl or wings. Wings sound good right now. Yeah, I'm a Ravens fan. So Uzi, you don't feel good about Tyson Williams, man? Rondell Moore, Emmanuel Sanders, Ayuk, Will Fuller. Pick 2. I would go with Emmanuel Sanders and Brandon Ayuk. Sermon or Harris, standard scoring. Feel like the Steelers would be playing from behind. Oh, is that Najee Harris? If they're playing from behind, hey, that's better for Najee. A guy that just saw 19 targets last week. Insane. Waller or Cooks? Waller. I would go with Waller. Christian Kirk or Tim Patrick? For me, I'm going with Christian Kirk. Should I bench Kyler for Hurts? No, I would play Kyler. Swift or Jefferson? I would go with Swift. Kyler got cooked by Rams D last year. Yeah, but they ain't going to happen this year. Kyler's a beast. Alexis, Kittle or Pitts? I would go with Kittle. Love munching on the tears of steel. Queso for the man. Oh, Ozai, he's always good for a good laugh. And so is Uzi. Whenever I see Uzi come in chat, I know he's a Ravens fan. How about them Ravens? They're trash. It's like, think Ayuk even steals the wide receiver one? Hey, he could. I love Ayuk. Hopefully nobody dropped him. I've been telling everybody to keep him. Don't drop him. Damian Harris or Devin Singletary? I really don't like Damian Harris at all this week. I would go with Devin Singletary. I think that IU could eventually take over the starting job. I mean, be the favorite. Yeah. Deontay Johnson, OBJ, or Brandon Cooks? I would go with, for me, it's OBJ and Brandon Cooks. You remember me rating about Kyler stealing Drake's TD last year with no Kyler? Yeah, no, I remember you saying that all the time. MP, you were always big on what's his face? What the heck's his name? Kenyon Drake. Who wins this trade? CMC for Kamara and Jamar Chase. I mean, I would say Kamara and Jamar Chase side, unless you're like 3-0 or something, or yeah, 3-0, and you can wait for CMC to come back. I mean, I would take CMC. Yeah. Patterson or AB? I would go with AB. 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 Leonard Fournette or Josh Jacobs? Leonard Fournette. Herbert or Henderson? Herbert or Hubbard? Hubbard. Corey Davis or Fournette? I would go with Fournette or Corey Davis, personally. I would go with Corey Davis. DeAndre Swift or Antonio Gibson? DeAndre Swift for me. Sermon or Hubbard? Hubbard. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor, smash that like button. Also, if you're over on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. If you're over on TikTok right now, all you got to do is click the link tree, click my profile. My link tree is in my description. Come over to YouTube. It's not as busy. You'll get your questions answered over on YouTube right now. Start DeAndre Hopkins this week. I mean, it depends on who else you have. AB or Sermon? AB. CEH or Chase Edmonds? I would go with CEH. Ruggs or Westbrook, Ikine? I'm still going to roll with Ruggs there. Kirk, Ayuk, or Anderson, Ayuk. CEH or Damian Harris, CEH. Wentz guy, do you know? Oh, is Pittman Wentz's guy? I just think Wentz sucks, to be honest with you. I would say so, though. Corey Davis or Cordell Patterson? Corey Davis for me, personally. Hey, quick. Had Marvin Jones not do well Thursday, so panicking a little bit. Have Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, and flex. Just picked up Corey Davis. I would still go with Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen. And Marvin Jones was a massive letdown, especially after DJ Chark went out. You thought that Marvin Jones would play really well, but it was such a letdown. How do you think Amari Cooper will do? I think Amari Cooper bounced back. He's due. Jacoby Myers or Brandon Cooks? Brandon Cooks. Corey Davis or Cordell Patterson? Corey Davis for me. Moss or Edmonds? If it's PPR, I would go Edmonds. If it's standard, Moss. Pollard or Damian Harris? Pollard or Damian Harris? Ooh, that's really tough. I'd probably go with Damian Harris, though. Jonathan Taylor TD today, right? I mean, it has to. At some point, he's got to get a touchdown. I think today's the day. And then I would sell high in Jonathan Taylor after today. Devin Singletary, Zach Moss. Which Bills? I would play Zach Moss, personally. I would play Zach Moss. If I had to pick one. Pitts or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Mike Davis or Miles Sanders? Miles Sanders. Damian Harris or Kenneth Gainwell. In PPR, I would go with Gainwell, standard, Harris. Myers or Hubbard? Hubbard. Brandon Cooks or Saquon today? Saquon. Kirk or Tannehill? Christian Kirk. Galladay, Pittman, or Darrell Henderson? Or wait, I missed a couple there. Cooper or Patterson? Cooper. Miles Sanders or Pittman? Miles Sanders. Galladay, Pittman, and Darrell Henderson. Pick two. I would go with Galladay and Darrell Henderson. I have terrible luck in fantasy, but thanks, man. You're welcome. Let's change that luck around. All right, let's change that luck around today. Cooper or Patterson? Cooper. Drop D-Hop or Deontay Hopkins? I would go D-Hop. Robbie or Beasley? Robbie or Beasley? I would go with Beasley. Deontay Johnson or Lockett? Saquon or Moss? Saquon. Cook or Myles Gaskin? Or Corey Davis or Myles Gaskin? Honestly, I'm going to go with Corey Davis here. Saquon or Zach Moss? Saquon. Gaskin, Edmonds, Sermon, pick two. Gaskin, Edmonds, Deontay Johnson or Lockett? And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button one more time. Let's go. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not already. Over on TikTok, if I'm live over on YouTube right now, get your questions answered over there. All you got to do is click my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take you over here. Javonte Williams or Melvin Gordon? I'm going to go with I'm going to probably go with I've been going back and forth. They're literally right next to me. I'm going to go with Javonte Williams because he's healthy. Cooper or Patterson? Cooper. Wish me luck, bro. Good luck, TJ. Is Kittle playing? They said he says he wants to. They're going to give him a shot here. So I think he plays. Pitts or Goddard? Pitts. Getting the games ready. Let's go. Yes, Kittle is playing. Yes. Should I play Zach Moss over Ayuk or AB? I would play him over AB. I would do that. Lockett, A-Rob, or Chuba? For me, Lockett. Lockett, Jack. Jacobs or Gordon? I wouldn't trust Jacobs. I would go with Gordon. Goddard or Cook? I would go with Goddard. AB or Juju? AB. Kirk or Hines? Hines. Chuba Hubbard or CEH? Chuba Hubbard. Or no, I'm sorry, CEH. Bills score today? Oh my gosh. Bills are going to absolutely annihilate. They should annihilate them. They should put up like 40 against this team. Should be like 40-10. Honestly. They should crush them. Who are you rooting for? Pats or Bucks? I'm going to go with the Bucks. I think the Pats should have stuck with Brady. Although Brady was smart for getting out, honestly. He would not have won another Super Bowl there and with that team. They were done. Moss or Sermon? I would go with Moss. Ayuk or Myers? Myers for me. Emmanuel Sanders or Pittman? Pittman. Is Chenault a good pickup since Chark is out for season? Yes. Pick up Chenault. Yes. Sutton or Hollywood? Sutton. Anderson or DeAndre Swift? That was Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. Pittman or Sermon? Pittman. Anderson or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. New Orleans or Niners defense? New Orleans for me. Zach Moss or Sermon? Moss. I have a good feeling Damian Harris is going to do good today because he's on my bench. Watch that happen. That'd be terrible. Williams, Lockett, Devontae, D-Hop, Cup. Ooh, so I would go Devontae, Cup, and Lockett. Or no, Williams. I would go Williams over Lockett. Moss or Sermon? Moss. Patterson or Fournette? I'm going to go with Fournette. Kirk or Chenault? Waiver. Chenault for me. I would pick up Chenault. Zach Moss or Javonte Williams? I would go with Zach Moss. Patterson or Fournette? Fournette. Thanks, Tyler. You're the best. Thank you, Megan. Thanks for pulling over and asking questions. You're the real MVP. Henderson, Hubbard, or Sony? Hubbard. What about playing Brian Edwards instead of all three? The person I'm playing has Keenan Allen Waller on Monday, and I have Herbert Cook, so I can add Brian. What was the question again? Mario. Zach Moss over... No, I would still go... I would go Zach Moss, personally. You going live later, Tyler? Yes, I am. Cook or Najee? Cook. Woods or Myers? Woods. Schultz or Knox? I have Dawson Knox higher. OBJ or McLaurin? McLaurin. Brady or Lamar? Brady. Dak or Tannehill? Dak. Kirk or AB? AB. You're the best, man. No, you're the best. Jonathan Taylor had a game with 250 rushing yards. Huh? When? In in college, you're saying? In college? All right, it's 1 o'clock. The games officially are about to start right now. So, if you're still live, come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. Click my profile. My profile, they'll pull up a link tree. AB or Sermon, please help. AB. Rodgers or Stafford? Stafford. YouTube's not as busy. You'll get your questions answered on YouTube. Cooks or Patterson for flex? Cooks. Murray or Stafford? Murray. Do you like your did you ever link your No, I didn't. There's a Venmo in the down in the description, I think maybe. Actually, it's probably not down there, to be honest with you. I did not, TJ. I'll do it. I'll link it, okay? I appreciate you offering. I appreciate you. It's Jalen Hurts for Sterling Shepard and OBJ a good trade? I mean, yeah, I think that's solid. Chuba Hubbard or CEH? Chuba Hubbard. Or no, CEH. Mike Williams or Tyler Lockett? Mike Williams, OBJ or Ruggs? OBJ. Evans or Kirk? PPR for flex? Evans. Najee or Eckler? Eckler. Gibson has more motivation today. He's hometown with his high school watching him. Oh, MP. MP's trying to build that narrative. Patterson or Singletary? Patterson. Zach Moss or Zeke? Zeke. All right. So I'm going to log off. I'll be live later. I got to go watch. My Steelers don't play until 4. That's right. I'm going to go watch some football here for a little bit. I'll be live later tonight. I'm going to be releasing a waiver wire video, so make sure you check that out. That will be out tonight. It will be out tonight. So I appreciate everybody being a part of the live stream. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're over on TikTok, go to my profile, click my profile. In the description, you'll see a link tree. On my link tree, it will take you here to my YouTube channel. Subscribe here. You'll get your questions answered over on YouTube. Appreciate everybody. Good luck in all your fantasy endeavors today, your betting endeavors. See you guys. I'll see you later tonight. Adios.